The Rebbe's Maamar, Ledodi, Chelik Gimel of Maamar Melukotim, page Reish Samach Ches, Eis Ches. Okay, the Rebbe is in the middle of explaining that the tshuva of Elul is greater than the tshuva of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, because the tshuva of Elul comes through avodah, and when a Jew works, that connects him to the essence of Hashem, which is higher than any revelation, because avodah, generally speaking, is Kabbalah Seil. You do it because Hashem said so. No revelations, no feelings, no nothing.
Rabbi, I'm sorry. It's in my mind
All night?
All night.
You didn't sleep at all?
Yeah.
Wow, how impressive.
So, what is this revelation is different with Modeh Ani? The Modeh Ani, we also meet the HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And Aneg is our essence to essence, his essence. That's what we don't even call him. So, what is the difference between this?
It's a very good point. Modeh Ani is also submission of the person to Hashem, completely. To the extent that the Rebbe explains, how could you say it before Negel Wasser? You didn't even wash your hands, you had nothing. So halachically, because there's no mention of Hashem's name in the Modeh Ani. The Rebbe explains, in a much according to Chassidus, the deeper explanation is, because the Modeh Ani of the Jew can never become Tameh. Your intellect could become Tameh, your emotions could become Tameh, your thought, speech, and action could become Tameh. The essence of the Jew, the Modeh Ani of the Jew, and therefore there is no mention of Hashem's name in it, because this is like we learned higher than Hashem's name. Like Yom Kippur is 5 tefillas instead of 3 tefillas, or 4 tefillas, because it's the essence of the Jew. But the Modeh Ani in the morning is a general Modeh Ani. There's no details of avodah. The ultimate is in the details of a person's life. From the minute they wake up until they go to sleep, every detail of the day should also be a Modeh Ani. So why is Modeh Ani not enough in the morning? Because that's in general, you didn't even wake up yet, you didn't do anything. They explained that the Baal Shem Tov and the Alter Rebbe is similar to Modeh Ani in the morning, and the Alter Rebbe is Modeh Manachnu Loch after you're already davening and you get all the details and and all the details. So the Modeh Ani is not, the avodah of Elul that he's talking about here is avodah of doing things, not only general details. And as we spoke Shabbos, the real Hakaras HaTov is not in the general things. It's in the details that your shoes didn't spoil and your clothing didn't dust and you had food to eat every day. People thank for big things, so little things. So the Torah says, no, you have to do it in the details also. That's the, what's the expression in English? The proof is in the pudding, in the details, that's where you show. Okay, so he says, like you brought before this, that we blow shofar now, like you said before from the tour. Lahad, you saw sheyasa tshuva, that the Eden should do tshuva, sheyesh ba yisrael tshuva Rosh Hashanah. That's even greater than the tshuva of Rosh Hashanah. Why? Dinei tshuva dalo alinyan boti ritzuyim. It says, these few lines we learned. The tshuva of Elul is for Avedis. The tshuva of Rosh Hashanah is much higher level. You finished Elul's Aved already. There are no more sins. So what's tshuva of Rosh Hashanah? Tshuva of Rosh Hashanah is a higher level of tshuva, returning, like we said, tzaddikim to do tshuva. The Rebbe Marash went into his father, the Rebbe Rashav, I think, went into his father at Mitzvah Yom Kippur. He said, no, what do we do now? He said, now you have to start doing tshuva. Because it's a different level of tshuva. It's not for Aveda, it's Aveda. So he says, Agam can move in Masha caused by Arizal. Known as what's known in the Kissi, what Arizal writes. The Arizal says, the Elul Rosh Hashanah Ino Liyodi V'Samtilach, which speaks about the Ori Miklat, which speaks about the city of refuge. That means you killed somebody accidentally, and you have to run to the city of refuge. That means it's tshuva for terrible things that you did, like murder or spiritual suicide. So he says, "V'yashtem edezeh shetshuva de Elul nimaz inol yadich hakapara dari miklot." What is the kapara of our city of refuge? That means Elul is connected to the city of refuge. What's the city of refuge? Is tshuva for makan nefesh bishkoga, for somebody who kills somebody accidentally. Okay, whether you killed somebody intentionally, accidentally, you have to run to the city of refuge. But city of refuge, if you kill somebody intentionally, they take you and they kill you. Bezdin kills you. So what is Adi Miklat? For a kapara of tshuva. Why? Ki ayedei hatshuva d'rishchedish Elul. Through that tshuva of Elul's dainas nasik shigogis, and that tshuva of Elul is to fix the shigogis. Okay? In other words, like this. If there's a famous question everybody asks, a guy fell off a ladder, killed his best friend by mistake. Yeah? Mamish accident. There was no, definitely didn't do it intentionally. He has to run to the refuge, stay there until the Kohen Gadol dies. He could be able to stay there for a lifetime. The Gemara Maketz has an expression, in a certain respect, Golus is worse than death. Yeah? Death, you get it over with, done. 1 second, you're done, finished. This is to live with it. So the question, what did the guy do already? He did it very accidentally. So the answer is that the fact that Hashem allowed that death came about through you shows that you have a connection to death, to killing, to murder. Because if you have spiritually, maybe very refined, maybe you embarrass somebody publicly, which is considered like killing somebody, or whatever it may be. The bottom line is, the fact that Hashem allowed that somebody died through you shows that you do have a connection to murder. And that needs kapara, that needs tshuva. Or like the Gemara says, why does even shaygig needs kapara? Why does shaygig need kapara? Because again, the bottom line is, you drink poison. Bottom line, you drink poison. You didn't think it was poison. You thought it was health food. God forbid, you're still going to die. So even shaygig, the fact that somebody was able to sin shows that they're connected to the level of sin, therefore they need kapara. V'atshuva d'Rosh Hashanah, Shabbat lachan sheniz k'rokai inyanim bolted etzayim, even the shgogis, even the accidental sins. In other words, like this, the Rebbe said, Rosh Chodesh Elul, the intentional sins become accidental. Elul Davayda is, even the accidental sins don't exist. So what's the tshuva of Rosh Hashanah? The tshuva of Rosh Hashanah is, Aidei tshuva that'll be good tshuva lot. No, but tshuva the Rosh Hashanah that comes after the Aveda of Elul is tshuva ilah, a higher level. It's not for Avedas. Remember, you holy is super great. You still have to return, become closer to Hashem. Yeah. So l'cheira, Rosh Hashanah is tshuva ilah. L'cheira is much greater than tshuva tata of Elul. Nevertheless, yashtirts about tshuva de Elul ala tshuva de Rosh Hashanah. It's still tshuva of Elul is greater than the tshuva of Rosh Hashanah. Why? Because the tshuva of Rosh Hashanah is alluded to in the mitzvah of Shefer. Like the Rambam writes, the Rambam in Hilchos Shefer writes, the Rambam writes, even though this though we blow Shefer in Rosh Hashanah, because the Torah says, it's no logic. There's a hint to it. What is it? The sleepy should wake up from their sleep, and the people in a deep sleep, the slumbers should wake up. Meaning, that's even greater. Okay? I'm sorry, the Rebbe doesn't say this in Hilchos Shefer. The Rebbe says this in Hilchos Tshuva, and the Rebbe says in order what that means. The mitzvah of the remez of Shefer, that it's waking up, is even greater than the mitzvah of Shefer. And the proof of it, the Rebbe says, where does the Rambam say this? In Hilchos Tshuva. Where should the Rambam say this din, that Tkiya Shofar, even though it's a Gzeres HaKos, they're alluding to it, wake up from your sleep. That should have been said in Hilchos Shofar. The Rabbi doesn't say in Hilchos Shofar. Where does he say it? In Hilchos Tshuva. And Tshuva is greater than all mitzvahs. Meaning this aspect of Shofar that wakes you up from your sleep is greater than the actual mitzvah of Shofar. Like the Rebbe says the same thing. It's very interesting. According to the Poskim, all right, that the order in Rambam is halacha. Where he puts it is halacha. Everything teaches us halacha. There's a din in the mitzvah of kibbud av v'em that if your parent wants you to go one place to go learn Torah, and you want to go to a different place to learn Torah, you're not mechuyev to listen to the parent. You can go where you want to learn Torah. Huh? Yeah, whatever. You don't have to listen to shidduchim. You don't have to listen to learning Torah. That's basically it. Okay. I mean, you have to take it into consideration, but push comes to shove. So the Rebbe asks, where should that din in the Rambam be? That din should be in the laws of learning Torah. The Rambam should write that the laws of learning Torah is so great. The laws of learning Torah is so great, it even outweighs kibbud av v'em. Yeah? But where does the Rambam put that din? Not in Hilchos Talmud Torah. In Hilchos kibbud av v'em. The Rebbe said, what does that mean? That means by not listening to the parent, you're honoring the parent. Because the Rambam says, in the dinim of kibbud av v'em, you don't listen to the parent. That means it's part of the mitzvah, kibbud av v'em. The same thing the Rebbe is saying here. This mitzvah, no, it's his side, not your end. What it's saying is that this aspect of tshuva, that the aspect of tshuva of shofar is greater than the blowing of the shofar. The Rambam said Hilchos Tshuva, not Hilchos. He says,
if you don't blow the shofar, you are not going to.
I understand, but the aspect of tshuva of shofar is greater than the blowing of the shofar. Because he says, okay, like when something is a remes, he alluded to, yeah? Inyan amerumas hulemaila me'adavar shemerames olav va'achein mislabish v'adavar hurak beremes. Rabbi quotes various different places. When you say something is a hint for something else, the thing that it's hinting to is greater than the thing itself, because it's so great it can't come down in a revealed way. In other words, you have pshat, the simple meaning, then you have remes. Remes is higher than pshat. So if something is a remes of something else, the thing that it's a remes to, what it's alluding to, is even greater than the thing itself. The Rebbe says, if the Rambam writes that the mitzvah blowing shofar is a remes for tshuva, that means that level of tshuva is even greater than shofar. Mikama came nevertheless. There's still a connection between the two. So he said, mitzvah. So therefore, the fact that Kir Shefer Rosh Hashanah is a mitzvah, therefore, the level of tshuva which is alluded to is also connected to Torah mitzvahs. It's greater than Torah mitzvahs because tshuva is greater than Torah mitzvahs, right? But tshuva is also a mitzvah. So therefore, it alludes to both things together. And what's the primary level of tshuva? The primary level of tshuva is that you reach the Baal Haratzain, meaning not the mitzvah itself. The mitzvah is the will of Hashem. Tshuva reaches to Hashem himself. That's the tshuva of Elul. Okay? So in the other, the Rebbe is saying that this level of tshuva of Elul is greater than the tshuva of Rosh Hashanah. Even though the tshuva of Rosh Hashanah is greater than the mitzvah of Rosh Hashanah, but what's the tshuva of Elul? The tshuva of Elul is giving yourself up not to the mitzvah aspect, like Shefa and Rosh Hashanah, but you're giving yourself up, like Nasa before Nishra, you're giving yourself up to Hashem himself. And that's why tshuva is higher than Torah mitzvahs. Tshuva is returning to Hashem, not the Torah mitzvahs. And therefore this is a level higher than Torah mitzvahs. And he says the reason for that is Yisrael Kadmul HaTorah, because Jews are higher than Torah.
That's the reason that the guy put his head.
Right, Rabbi Elazar ben Daya. Right.
That means he achieved everything without eating matzah, without hearing shofar, all those.
Correct. Correct. But that's a unique level of tshuva. I mean, that's, yeah. But he says, why can this level be? There's Yisrael called military because the Jews are even higher than Torah, the Medrash says. Lochein, where therefore, what's the ultimate tshuva? Not tshuva ilah. Tshuva ilah, you're not going from one extreme to another. You're going from a great person, returning to a higher level. Here you're going from one extreme to another extreme. And what is that level of tshuva? Hashem, I'm all yours. So therefore, Amayla the tshuva, Ika tshuva bami Adam Yisrael atzmi. And that's tshuva of Elul and Ledodi. Tshuva of Rosh Hashanah is a gift from above. Hashem says, wake up. It's Hashem waking us up. There's Hashem blow shofar to wake up the Jews. So Hashem is giving us a mitzvah. It's coming from Hashem to wake Jews up. But what happens, Avodah of Elul, is us doing it. And therefore, because Yidden are higher than Torah, so therefore the tshuva of Elul is higher than the tshuva of Torah that Torah says do tshuva. So our Elul is even greater than Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. Okay, so he says now in Taz, Zani no Deidi v'Deidi l'Rosh Tevis Elul, and that's why Deidi Li, the Rabbi asked at the beginning of the Maamar, L'chayr Ani lo Deidi v'Deidi Li is the acronym Elul. But L'chayr Deidi Li is Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. That's not part of Elul. So why is it Rosh Tevis Elul? Ki zeh shaydei avoid Ani lo Deidi v'Elul becomes the revelation of Deidi Li b'Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippurim. Why is that? Because Avodah of Ani Ledodi Magia Ba'atzmit reaches the essence of Hashem that all the revelations of Hashem comes from. Therefore, Ani Ledodi of Elul includes the Deidi Li. In other words, because Ani Ledodi reaches the essence of Hashem, so what causes the Deidi Li? What causes that? Elul. So even Deidi Li is an offshoot of the avodah of the Jew in Elul, because that makes it happen. Even according to Minik Chabad, is Tashrat, Tashatarat. Okay, there are different customs when they blow shofar in Elul. Some people just blow Tkir Shvarim Turot Tkir. That's it. By us we blow Tashrat, Tashatarat. Why do we all blow all them? Because all the sounds that we blow in Rosh Hashanah. So therefore Elul has all the sounds. If you just blow Tkir Shvarim Turot Tkir, then you don't have Shvarim by itself, you don't have Tkir, Turot by itself. So why in Elul we only blow 10 sounds, right? Rosh Hashanah we blow 100 sounds. We blow 30 before Musaf, 30 in the Quiet Shemon Esrei, 30 in the repetition, and then 10 in the middle of Kaddish. The Elul. Because the way they are in the Sherish and Yonim Rosh Hashanah, Heim L'maylam is Chalkos. Okay, the Rebbe explains like this. This is another reason how it shows Elul is greater than that. We know there's 10 Sfiras, and each one is composed of 10, right? So it's 100. So 100 is the details of the 10. The 10 is the klal, the generalization that has within it all 100, right? So Rosh Hashanah you blow 100, that's the details. But what's the source of that 100? The 10, and that's what we blow Elul. So the 10 is the klal, the general, that includes within it all of the Rosh Hashanah's blowing. Because Elul is greater than Rosh Hashanah. Okay. Let's just finish. After the Avodah of Elul, we should bring closer and hasten the Geula. Like it says, Rosh Hashanah of Elul is also Vayemnu Leimar Ashira LaHashem. It says by Oz Yosh, yeah? Oz Yosh Meshav Ne'esra Ashira Zeis LaHashem. And then it says, LaHashem is a Lamed. Vayemnu Leimar Ashira. So it's again Elul. Because then we go out of Golus. And Kiv and Sheba Elam Makabal Amelach Kulam Save upon him Yafis. Umar Panshach Gesu Kulam. So therefore, for sure, the Melech fulfills the request of every single Yid. It should be Avaksivach Simet Tov L'Shana Tov Masuka in revealed good, whether it's spiritual in Yonim Terakim or Mitzvah or Gashmim, with Parnos, the kids and everything, or definitely for the primary bakosha gula amita the shleim edei mashiach tzekenu yavev yigalenu v'lachenu kumis atzenu.